The water running over the rocks is very calming. Let's put some dirt bikes in here! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, boy! Now this is what I'm talking about. Little bit of creek riding. Man, this was fun, but watch out for those rocks. They can bite. So these are the PM guys. I show up as an AM rider. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I don't know any of this stuff is down here. I hop into the creek and I see this tunnel and I'm riding through the water and I'm like, this is nuts. How cool is that though? I mean, it was probably, I'm going to say 180 degrees out here today. It was wicked hot. And you know me, I hate the heat, but I love to complain about it. I complain about it every chance I get. And riding through the creek here was a nice little reprieve from some of this hot weather. Get a few different angles of these guys coming through the exit of the creek here. Overall, the track was awesome. It was dry and dusty, but when you were in the woods, it wasn't bad. And then obviously coming out of the water, a little bit slick. And you know, I think the only thing they probably could have done to make this track a little bit more fun was to like have some old like tobacco barn or something that you rode through. That would have been cool. I mean, come on, how cool is this, right? What a fun track. And no, I didn't get any video of anybody hitting the side of the barn or anything. I'm sure it happened, but I didn't get it on film. So I apologize for that. All right, first person view here. This is me coming up to the creek the first time, and I'm like, really? This is like nuts. Then I see this tunnel, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so neat. And getting splashed with water felt good, that's for sure. And I tuned up my bike a little bit for this race, and in these slick spots, it was almost a little bit too snappy. All right, the start of the race, I decided I was actually going to give it a little effort on this one. I did pretty good. I had one of those Rockstar energy drinks. I've never had one of those before, so I had one about 30 minutes prior to the race, and I'll tell you what, those things should come with a warning attached, and they might, I don't know, but I had like a little buzz coming through here, which is fine if you're at the pool or whatever, but the start of a dirt bike race, you really don't want to have a buzz. So I guess I'm just not used to that level of caffeine or whatever, but man. So here we are, the Stomp. This is probably one of the higher, if not highest rated tracks of the Mideast racers. They used to race GNCC races back in the day here. And apparently the land got sold, so this is the last time that we're going to have a chance to race it. So I really wanted to come out regardless what the weather was doing, just to see what it's all about. So I'm glad I did. I had a good time. This place was famous for this creek jump that they had. And I didn't know if they were going to have it in the race or not. No one ever said anything about it, so I was expecting to see it, but I never saw it. I mean, there was like a small little possible creek jump, but not like the original big creek jump is like this 6 foot high jump over the creek. It's ridiculous. And I'm sure some guys would have liked to do it, but not having it in there was fine by me. I don't need to be doing anything that crazy. My risk tolerance level's quite a bit lower than that. But who knows? I mean, I could have had one more of those Rockstar energy drinks and I might have tried it. You never know. But the moment just might have hit me. I might have been like, yeah, I can do this. And then I would have crashed and broke my leg or something. Now here, got a good little chase going on with this guy. And just caught up to him and he let me go. He didn't have to do that, but it was nice of him. Fast forward here to another spot. Hear this 4-stroke on my tail, and he's been stalking me for a little while. I got an idea who it is, but I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. It's Troy in my class. Now, Troy's faster than me. And I didn't know it at the time. I thought it was him. I looked back and I saw it was a Honda. But I figured I'd just kind of let up on the throttle on the hill up here and just kind of let him on by. Because I don't want to hold him up. He's giving me a little motivation there. Thanks, Troy. And that's my mission. I got to try and hang on as long as I can. And you know what? I do a whole lot better job than I thought I was going to do. Up until I make a wrong turn and then I screw it all up. But I hang on to Troy for... I'll be able to keep him in my view for a while here. Like this spot here, I don't know what I did. I totally could have just kind of went on the left side of that tree and kept my momentum. That slowed me down a little bit. This was round 10. And now we got a break, which is good. I need some time off after this race. I mean, this was probably the hottest race I've ever done. It felt like the hottest race. I think the heat index was somewhere around 100 or over 100 degrees. I was so tired after the race, I'm like, man, I don't think I'm going to get any video of the PM riders going. But then I got a second little burst of energy there, and I said, you know what, let me go find that tube and the creek ride, and let me try to get some good shots. And I'm glad I did, because I think I got some really good footage there. It was kind of fun to watch those guys go through that. And this race I did really good. I was in the 40th percentile, somewhere in the 40s, and which is really good for me. And I felt good. I felt fast, and the bike felt great. I changed a couple things with the carburetor that I really should have done a long time ago. And you know, the bike was running okay before, but now it's running really good, and it's more fun to ride. And I'm like, why didn't I do that earlier? That was kind of dumb of me. So I had a good time. Like I said earlier, the bike was maybe slightly, a little bit too peppy on some sections where it was muddy, which I can adjust that. That's not a big deal. But I pushed really hard, and the first 2 laps I was giving it a lot of effort, and I started to get, you know, with this heat, I started to get tired. In that 3rd lap, I was really just kind of hanging on and just trying to keep my momentum up. Now here in this spot, I think I find a hot line around this guy, and I found, I don't know, the opposite, I guess, of a hot line. I was like in the middle of the woods somewhere, and I just like let 5, I don't know, I'm not sure how many people I let by me, but I let a few people by me. I think 1 or 2 of them was in my class, so that was a pretty dumb move. Ah, boy. Oh well, what are you gonna do? That's part of racing. You got to be looking ahead. That's people always tell you that. You got to look ahead. You got to look ahead. And sometimes it's hard to do, especially when you get tired. You're just like looking down in front of you. Oh, and there this vine comes across my face, and I'm trying to get it off here. That was interesting. I hung a few of us up there for a moment. Alright, this next clip's about like 6.5 minutes. It's my 2nd lap, and I'm just going to go ahead and let it run. It's got some pretty good chase scenes between me and a few guys. And I'll shut up and I'll just let you guys enjoy the video. I hope everyone has a good summer off, and I'll see you guys back at the end of August when we hit up our next race for round 11. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you ever see me at one of the races, stop by and say hi, and please like or comment. I'll see you next race.